What's up? You're early. Nope, I need to pull up the limit. Make sure I get. this thing here. Which that's what I need to look at. So essentially the back is... Hey, what's up, James? slept through most of it. How about you, James? That's not being very productive, James. In my sleep, I am very productive. I play catch up because I don't sleep throughout the week. I'm dreaming of being productive. That's how I'm productive in my sleep. I dream about being a productive member of society. It does in my head. You can't disprove my logic. Alright, Kit Bash, man. Take it easy. Enjoy your day at work. Have a good time. Okay. It's gonna be hard to paint that word in gold. So tiny. Coming along really slow. And I'm still dreading the sword part. Trying to get as much of the black painted as I can while I have the black paint here. Paint the other side of this pretty soon. I've been touching this area so much that some of the black's wearing off. Thinking about varnishing it to protect the, especially Gilliman himself. I've been touching him a lot. At least I've been trying to touch his base. So I think I need red now. You got the little Aquila or whatever that thing, the salad on his head. Got Caesar salad. It's fresh leaves too. So red is next, which will be not this one, but this one. That's enough. Alright, let's see. Man, I can't believe I've been using this tiny paintbrush to paint Gilliman for the most part. I swear I would have never thought I'd be painting with like, I mean, fine details, yeah, but nearly the entire model with this paintbrush. I love this paintbrush though, I'll say that. Kinda wish I could buy more. This Chinese paintbrush is really, really good. But it is only the fine detail one I've used up there, so I'm not sure about the rest of them. Although I should put the rest of it to the test now. If it's good and they're still, you know, functioning or still a company and not just, you know, one of those companies that sells you crap for a few seconds and then disappear from Amazon. I'd say this ain't crap though, this is good. If you consider this crap, then I want more of it, please. I think so. I mean, there's the brand name, SDANART. I bought this some time ago and I opened it up just recently. I've only pulled out the fine detail brush, which I don't usually use to paint, so it's like I barely use it. I have the rest of it. Like it's like 19 for like $10 or something like that, and I'm like, well. So you know it's good quality when you get like 19 of them for 50 cents. You can't beat that quality. I was like, it was about 19 for like $20. Around $10 to $12. Yeah, actually, yeah, this one I bought like I've used this only maybe a week or two, and it's already kind of splitting. It's all kind of fuzzy. I still like it, but then I hate it. So it's like it splits down like a middle line somewhere. But I still use it, although it's my fault for not taking care of it, I'm guessing. I don't know whether it's my fault or whether just the quality is really that bad. Like the cheap Walmart brand brushes that I used, I had a small one that's very similar to this in terms of the brush tip. It lasted longer than this one. I bought this from an art supply store. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still cheap, but like I think that's like 8 for $5, I think. I think because I got a coupon and stuff. And Walmart it's like 12 for $5 or $8 or something like that. And Walmart lasted a little bit longer. And this one I've been using the entire time we've been painting Gilliman and a few other things, and it's held up really good. So good quality, I suppose. I'm glad I bought them. Like I have like a whole bunch of paintbrush from a whole bunch of different brands just because I went crazy. Trying to find out which one's the best one, man. I looked at some videos on how to do like OSL and stuff. I definitely want to practice some models before I actually do it on Girlyman here. Just because, man, you know, once you start on it, that's about it, I think, for the most part. black is really watery. Okay, the Gilman's belt gold or is it just black? Just blue. I just blue. Okay. What else? Make sure everything that's red needs to be red. The handle is red. I'm gonna paint. Oh, I'm gonna paint that a different red now. See, that's red, and that's red. I think that's the only. Oop, that might be red. No, that's gold metal, gunmetal. Okay. So we'll use a different red. I'll try this red. On his sword hilt. That's great detail. Ooh, what was that, Francois? How's Gurliman Luther coming along? I will say it looks really cool though from the last images that you sent. I do like it. You should send me that model so I can play as Gurliman, as in you know, when he actually Gurliman turns heresy. He's the one that turned. Instead of Horus, it's Gilliman. What universe do you guys live in? I'm one where Gilliman's the bad guy. Ooh, that'd be cool to convert the Ultramarines into that. Hey, Alfonso. Oh, from Mexico. Nice. Didn't think I'd get anyone from, well, it is North America still. That's pretty neat. How are things over there? I figured I'd only get people from Europe because of the time slot that I stream. Or the only time I can really stream, honestly. Ah, nice. Did you take pictures of the opponents so you can see side by side? Did you bribe those guys? Ah, I see. Cool. I'll do send me the final picture. Make sure in good lighting and not your potato camera too, man. It'd be pretty interesting to see. Yeah, actually, right here. As a matter of fact, I have it right here. It's called Starbond Super Glue Remover. Here, let me get that a little bit better for you there, Alfonso. So I used this. It's pretty good. You're gonna have to work on it, and it's gonna take some time. And when you open it up, it's gonna be kind of liquidy, like kind of gooey. But yeah, let me type it in chat for you, just in case. So there's the picture. Everything's reversed because of the camera angle. So this is what I use, and it's worked. Starbond. Oops. Remover. Oops, double E there. Remover. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's very small, only 2 ounces right here, but it's worked. New and improved formula, it says. I used this, and it has helped. It doesn't quite remove the glue completely, but what you can do is you can apply it, let it sit, let it do its job, kind of wiggle it a little bit, and then try and make sure to push the stuff in a little bit more. And it'll take time, but it'll eventually loosen up to enough where you can kind of pop it off, or hopefully, if you're lucky, remove it completely. I think this. So yeah, I'd highly. I don't know if this just worked for CA glue or, mind you, if they're plastic and they use it's that other stuff that's like cement glue. I don't know if this will work on that. This is for regular super glue, mind you. So you gotta find out if what they use on yours is super glue or not. If it's super glue, then it should work. It'll take some time. Work with it. If it's that cement glue, I I don't know. I heard that the cement glue fuses the plastics together to make it like one. So I don't think that will work on that. And I wish you the best of luck. I only use super glue, so. And if you ever come back, let me know if that works or not. I'd be happy to know. But your best bet is to, well, hopefully know that whether it's CA glue, which is super glue, or that other stuff. Trying to find skeleton. Ooh, is it for like fantasy or Age of Sigmar? I mean, eBay would be your best bet, honestly. If it's like old stuff. Do an online search, but I'd be worried about some of the websites. But yeah, if it's one of like fantasy models and stuff. Oh yeah, fantasy. Ooh, I mean, they're re-releasing some of the fantasy. But yeah, nothing really for like the older stuff. eBay, like you're doing right now, is really the best chance because I guess some people who played fantasy and kind of gave up on GW will be selling their stuff on there for sure. So what oh, so they're playing vampire accounts, huh? I hated those guys. Freaking, they kept summing up. Every time I kill a skeleton, they just kept coming back. It sucked. It's just I couldn't get through them after the charge. That was it. That was done for. It's like, oh, you killed 13 skeletons. Okay, 7 of them come back. Then I lose the advantage of the charge. Like, well, I'm done for. These are nasty, but I guess it's the best option. Yeah. Um. They're. Um. Hmm. Like, if is it just glue? What about paint and stuff? Because I have suggestions for that too. It can sometimes loosen glues up, but I wouldn't depend on it doing that though. I use LA Totally Awesome and like a jewelry cleaner, which kind of vibrates to remove like paint and stuff. And it does a fantastic job. And sometimes like the glue comes off. Like, see this guy? That those were magnets that got removed because I put them into that LA Totally Awesome, and to clean them, to remove a lot of the not the glue, to remove a lot of the paint. So the metal on plastic, will do a pretty good job at that. Plus it heats up the LA Totally Awesome, so that kind of helps loosen up the glue a bit, I guess. I wouldn't, again, like I said, I wouldn't necessarily depend on it, but it could work. All right. There's not much else to do, I think, at least with Girlyman now. That or plastic to metal P. You say plastic on plastic. Put a whole model of parts of glue bag and pop out PVP glue. You're not likely to get them off without. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, actually, someone was gluing some models together as plastic to plastic. He was using the cement glue and literally melted the model down to. I think it was whenever what were the space dwarves? I forgot what they're called. When they first came out, he was trying to assemble them, and boy, did he use a lot of that cement glue, and that dwarf got shorter. Everyone was kind of making fun of him on the chat about that. I'm like, good lord. Yeah, so if you super glue, you're fine. It, generally speaking, super glue doesn't melt stuff. But if it's using that plastic glue, your best bet's to, I don't know, scrape it off, I guess. I mean, if it's just glue you're trying to get rid of, you could potentially try scraping off. I like using like this. It's flat, and I scrape. But I mean, if it's out on the outside, you can definitely use that, and hopefully it'll work for you. All right, I need to get the white. Just need to paint that. The what you call it? But Troy is correct, man. The plastic, that's it. I've had models with arms filled with glue and even the shoulder pads short filled flat and never seen anything like that done before. Dude, hey, look, man. My thing is, I remember, I remember, actually, we were recent. I bought some models on a discount in our shop. You know, people can sell back their models, and you get it at a discount price if you buy them. And I put that thing through an LA Totally Awesome, and with the vibrator and heated up, the paint barely came off. At least the base coat was like really stuck on. I'm like, what the heck? I talked to the people at the shop. Like, yeah, that's so and so. I don't know what's going on with his paint, but it's so hard to remove. I'm like, Jesus. It's really crazy. Oh yeah, the white's for back here. I think I don't know that guy, man. I don't know what paint he uses, but good lord. Usually it takes a while for like paint to stick that badly. Like I have old models where you can see that the paint kind of ate into the plastic, but man, I got one mini, and it's acryl metal mini, but I don't know what is the best option to glue it and prime it. What is the difference? Some people say black, and others say white. Well, it all depends. A lot of the professionals use black. Because, and I remember hearing a long time ago that, you know, if you miss a spot, black is a lot harder to see. You know, so if like the crevices and stuff, like Gilliman, if there's like a white in between the armor and stuff, it's going to be very easy to see. It's going to be freaking popping out. But I use white, as you can see here. The reason why being is because what I do is I kind of just smudge my models. It's a quick way to paint. It's called slap chop. It's a type. My method is like slap chop. And then you end up getting like models like this. I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks fantastic in my opinion. I love it. It's a very quick way to paint large numbers of models. So again, you can see all my models are all base coated white. Oops, he fell over. And my Gilliman was painted white too, by the way. You can see the base coat's still the white there. So it depends on how you want to paint your models. Slap chop is best if you do white. It only works with white. And every other way, if you have a very light color scheme, you'll have to transition from dark to light color, because it's hard to paint a light color over dark. Whereas me, I can't really show you per se. Oh, here's one where I just kind of painted over it, and you can look how it looks very sloppy, but it looks kind of like worn a bit, and I kind of like that that look. It kind of looks like edge highlighting going on there too. But yeah, so I highly suggest looking at different ways, different methods of painting. Slap chop is one that makes it very easy to paint large numbers of models. And it may be something that you do with your skeletons. Not generally made any more other than home doors. So slap chop might be best for your skeletons, like your basic troops and stuff, but maybe black on like your characters where you really want to go great detail on. Me, I'm lazy, but clearly not lazy enough to be painting Gilliman here like this. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I want to use that method for everything, including my characters. And the only thing I change is just whether I go to fine detail or not. Which, like Gilliman here, is where I painted most of him with this thing except for the blue. I hope I'm easy to understand. I know I'm talking fast and with an accent. I do still see enamel type paint like in like Hobby Lobby and stuff. I think I remember using those initially back in third, fourth, or fifth edition and 40K. It worked. But luckily enough, back then, my blob marines, they were badass. All that acetone paint on, or all that what do you call it, enamel paint stacked on top of each other. Dude had no eyes anymore. It's just a circle for a head. I'm sorry. I keep laughing because it's true though. We had no way of clearing out paint off models, and so the only thing you could do is just paint over models, or paint over paint, should I say? Let's see, what else? So I got that painted, looking decent. Oh, there's some more red I should have been painting. What the heck? Oh yeah, this red. Yeah, you can go to the GW website and take a look which one it closely resembles. But Demon Prince is definitely some part of Chaos. I don't know. I don't know Chaos specifically, so it could be. I don't know if there's a faction for them or what, and whether you have fantasy Demon Prince or 40k Demon Prince, because I think back in the day they were kind of interchangeable. Because I don't think Demon Princes had, Demon Prince. I don't think they had swords, or sorry, guns, so they could be used for either one. But I guess it was just literally the base that was different. Um, Square bases for fantasy and circle, of course, for 40k. And I'm going to bring my freaking Beastmen. I'm gonna paint them because that's the only faction I want to play. Well, in fantasy, I guess. Fantasy or Age of Sigmar. Probably. I just don't know, like, I don't know if they're gonna bring them back in fantasy and then have to put them in square bases, or are they gonna bring them in Age of Sigmar and put them in circle bases? And, I actually had a cheat for super glue there, Troy. It worked quite well. Don't know how or why, but it did. But I don't know if it like the way I would use metal on metal. I would put a paper towel between the two models, the two pieces, and the paper towel for some odd reason would grip them really, really good. Check the line of on the pins. Some are small polished tools. There we go. Get a second coating on there. forgetting to drink my sweet tea because I don't think I want to save that. I want to make sure I drink it all tonight. Small, tiny little detail here. My hand's shaking like crap. Alright. Okay. It's time to go back to this thing. Paint the other side. I don't think so. Can you hear the music? Or is the music really that low too? Well, it's off now. Oh, it's probably actually off. Nope, maybe not. Maybe you muted yourself, USA. Can you hear us just fine now?
Alright, got the details done. Now it's just a lot of black. And that is probably the end of the song. Okay. Don't think that side needs it. Let me see about new music here real quick. Find some. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the entire bottom side is gold. Wings are also gold. Alright, that is done. For the most part, I gotta get blue on it again. I'm missing some blue areas there. A lot of sense. I am essentially almost done with Gilliman. Almost gonna pin myself to that sword pretty soon here. There's still a few areas which I do need to paint the gold. Which I'll need this thing here. spots in the back that needs the gold, like his backpack. So the backpack, the gun, and then it's gonna be his right arm entirely. Let's get some gunmetal real quick. The skull on his kneecap. Need to paint that. Bet you it is. So that is white. Okay. Oh man, hold on. His helmet. Gunmetal. I don't know if those are wires or... or what. I wonder if I should paint it red. Just make it kind of distinct. Make it pop out a little bit. Let's see one with no, it is gunmetal for sure. I wonder if I should paint it red though. Let's see what happens if I do paint it red. Mm, makes it very poppy for sure. Nice. Okay, that works actually. I will leave it red instead of the gunmetal like they had it in the thing. Alright. I think I'm gonna call it here. There's not much left in terms of what I can paint to avoid painting the sword. There is still a bit on that right arm in terms of gold, the gun belt in terms of gold, the back of the backpack in terms of gold. After that is this thing here, which I gotta paint gold and some parts blue too, because there are some missing blue parts there. Other than that, he is almost completely done, except for the base. I'll definitely have to look at the base. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna pause it right here. I try to stream every day around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Try to stream for at least an hour so I can paint my pile of shame, which is getting smaller, but yet still somehow massively big, because there is so much more models that I want to paint, so much more models that I want to 3D print and paint. So nice. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, and down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.